Hello there! Way back in episode 90, we talked about fonts, how to install them, how to use them, and today we're going to look at a graphical way of seeing your fonts before you use them. And if we go to Haiku Depot, you'll see it's called Fontboy. It's quite an old program. Pretty sure it's been around since the BOS days. So, as you can see, it's active. I have installed it, but it's a native app, and it doesn't have any real dependencies, so it's a very quick install. What did it look like? Well, there it is. This will show all the installed fonts on your system. And the system only has standard fonts, so there's not very much. Right, so if we look at the settings, you can make it bigger, smaller, change the number of columns, draw borders or not, and the heights, well, that just puts in some very thin lines. I don't know if you can see them, and that shows you where the font descends below the baseline and goes above the top line. It's fairly technical stuff for DTP. Don't really need it. And you can change all the colors here. Be interesting to see what that does with the new color management that we have in beta 5. But I'm not going to do that today. Okay, let's put this back. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with this default sentence is used for this sort of thing because it contains all the letters in the English alphabet. Now, if you're writing in French or German, you may want to find the equivalent in your language and use that instead. So, if we double click on it, we get all the characters. All right, so now let's see if we can drag those. And yes, you can. So now we have a third way of getting accented characters into the... And look, we got the whole UTF collection. Of course, not all fonts have all Unicode characters. That's why you get these big splashes of white on here. Okay, it would have been useful if this had... There. There's no scroll bar here. That's a bit odd. Still, now the other trick I want to show you is that I can take this and drag it into styled edit, and it then gives me this in the font, in the current size, and you can just select that and say So that's a nice quick way to change the font when you want to do a title or a heading. Unfortunately, it only works in styled edit. You know, if we try that in, say, LibreOffice, let's try it. It gives you the text, but not the actual font. And let's see, Calligra words. Does nothing at all. So, and this is why we need more native applications. We need a bit of a styled edit on steroids to interact with these other native apps. Now there's probably a GTK app that'll do the same thing and a Qt app that'll do the same thing, but now you're stuck with 3 applications instead of just the one. See, and that's why we do need to push native. Okay, so it won't work with PE, by the way, because PE and Coder and so on are not font aware to this extent. So let's just show you. Right, exactly the size and the font that it's in. Now you probably think, well, can I just select it there, drag the font over, and no, you can't. It won't work. Which is a pity, because that would have been very useful. Okay, so let's see what happens when we install a new font. Right, so I am going to install this one. Let's see, does it automatically appear? Let's see, it starts with an E, so no, it doesn't. What you have to do is say refresh, and now you can see your new font. Also, when you uninstall it, it doesn't automatically disappear, although you can see they're no longer in that font because it's no longer there to be rendered. Right, and so you have to refresh again. You know, it will pick it up if you restart the program. So either close Fontboy and restart it, or just refresh. Okay, so that's today's exciting Haiku utility. Thanks for watching.